Hey, welcome to this episode of 5 Questions in 10 Minutes. I'm Zach Batty, I'm your host, and I'm on with Bruce Mendelsohn. Bruce, how you doing today?
I'm great, Zach. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the opportunity to speak with you and all your listeners out there.
Hey, no problem. This is your first time doing the episode. Tell us where you're from.
I'm originally from Washington, D.C. Now I live outside of Boston in a small town called Millbury off the Mass Pike.
Okay, fantastic. Not necessarily for today, but who's your team?
Well, I have an AFC team and an NFC team. So my NFC team is the Redskins, and my AFC team is the Patriots. So pretty much wherever I go in America, everybody hates me.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go ahead and get started with the questions. First of all, what game do you have your eye on?
Great. So most NFL fans are really excited about Thursday night Super Bowl rematch between the Broncos and the Panthers. I really think that's going to be a yawner. I mean, how many people outside Denver can name the Broncos starting quarterback, right? It's Trevor Siemian, by the way. I just found that out. So I have two eyes, so that means I've really got them on two games. The Monday night matchup at FedEx Field featuring the NFC East champs Redskins versus the Steelers, and the marquee Sunday game in which the Patriots visit the Cardinals. So my take on these two games, the defending NFC East champs have enough going for them to repeat in a division that really remains less than overwhelming. Absent suspended wide receiver Martavius Bennett and running back Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger really has limited options against the Skins defense. So, and I think Josh Norman blanketing Antonio Brown, the Steelers' offense is in for a long day. So, a fun fact here is when Josh Norman is covering, opposing quarterbacks have a 54 rating, which is lowest in the NFL. So to the Patriots game, the Patriots are going to try to remain well positioned early in the season with Jimmy Garoppolo at QB. Will it work? The preseason results were mixed. Garoppolo played pretty well overall, but the New England offense went scoreless with him on the field in Week 3. Usually matters the most that game. And in terms of the Cardinals, assuming there isn't a major drop-off in Carson Palmer's performance level as he enters his 14th NFL season, the Cardinals should vie for division and conference supremacy. The defense took a hit late last season with the injury of versatile standout Tyrann Mathieu, who's back and augmented by newcomer Chandler Jones, who had 36 sacks in 4 seasons with the Patriots, including 12 and a half last season. So he's one of the league's best young pass rushers, and he's in his free agent year, so he could stand to make some money next year if he performs well this year.
Do you know of anybody who's got their eye on him?
Who knows? Whoever needs defense, which is pretty much everybody.
Sure. Okay, fair enough. Who's going to have, let's go for your Sunday game. Who's going to have the play of that game with the Patriots?
So, right. In the Patriots-Cardinals game, I really think Arizona defensive coordinator James Bettcher is going to dial up a bunch of formations that Garoppolo has only seen on paper, never really at game speed. So with limited time and questionable protection, I think Garoppolo fumbles twice. Arizona converts each turnover and wins by a TD, leading to talk in New England about a lost season.
Okay, so you just went into the chilling conclusion of the episode there, but you're guessing 2 turnovers, both are going to convert.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Arizona's defense is tenacious. They were great last year. They got 2 good additions on the line, and Garoppolo's a young guy. Granted, he's had a great tutor. But game speed is game speed.
Yep, for sure. Okay. Well, hey, let's take a break real quick and do an ad because we've got to make money. Listen, if those of you who are listening, if you haven't heard of United Games yet, then you need to take 5 seconds right now and check out their site. We've got a link to their site in the show notes, or you can text 801-896 4149. We'll throw that on the screen. So United Games, what they're doing is they're developing an app that allows you to play along with the game. So it's not fantasy football, but it's kind of guessing play by play. Is this drive going to convert? What are they going to do? Are they going to punt? Are they going to run? All these different types of things. It's real time, in-game interaction with what's going on right now, and it's really a great way to enhance your fantasy football experience. So they've got 2 options. Number 1, you can just download the game for free and play along. You can win coins and convert those to real things, or you can sign up as an affiliate. if you sign up as an affiliate, that allows you to sign up your friends, get them to download the app for free, and then you make 10% revenue on everything that they do in the game. So that's pretty exciting, just for spreading the word about a free app. So again, go to the show notes and click on the link for United Games, or you can text 801-896-4149, and we'll send you the link with some information in it. So again, that's United Games. You got to check that out. All right, Bruce, getting back to you. What's going to be the biggest shock of this game?
Well, I think there'll be a couple in each game, and I'm going to highlight a few of them that I think. I think in the Redskins-Steelers game, you're immediately going to see the impact of the Josh Norman free agency signing. Positive for the Redskins and negative for both the Steelers and the Panthers. And in fact, I think you'll see that impact, that shocker, as early as Thursday night. You'll see Carolina suffer by letting Norman go. I think for the Steelers, there'll be two shocks. First, how anemic their offense is. And second, how much they'll have to rely on their defense to keep them in the AFC mix this season. And the Pats-Cards, I think people are going to be shocked at how efficiently Jimmy Garoppolo runs the Patriots offense. He's learned from the best, after all. And on the opposite side, again, as Carson Palmer enters his decade plus in the NFL, coming off of arguably his best season, I think he'll pick up where he left off. Not a shock, but certainly a relief to Cards fans.
Okay, very exciting. Last question. What NFL news story is going on right now that you want to shout about?
Yeah, this is a great question, and I want to just take a little bit of time on this because, the people who follow the NFL like me as kind of amateurs, we don't really know a lot of the stuff that's going on behind the scenes. So this Thursday, Roger Goodell enters his second decade serving as commissioner of the NFL. So let's look back at some of the highlights or the lowlights of his first decade. A player lockout in 2011. The New Orleans Saints bounty scandal. Michael Vick's inhumane dogfighting. Criminal behavior of Ray Rice, Adrian Peterson, and other professional football athletes. The referee lockout in 2012. Of course, remember the Fail Mary and Seahawks Packers, right? Deflategate, player safety questions. I mean, the list goes on and on. So while NFL fans might not like Goodell, there are about 32 reasons why he's still commissioner. Because he makes a ton of money for his bosses. That's the NFL franchise owners. Let's look at some of these numbers. These numbers are staggering, right? So overall league revenues are approaching $13 billion. When Goodell replaced Paul Tagliabue in 2006, they were half that. According to Forbes, the average worth of an NFL franchise is just under $2 billion. At $4 billion, the Cowboys are the world's most valuable sports franchise. The lowest valued team, the Buffalo Bills, are worth $1.4 billion. Right, the Buffalo Bills. It's crazy. Anyway, so the NFL's availability has expanded significantly on TV and digitally under Goodell. Network TV deals bring in about $28 billion overall, and DirecTV's Sunday ticket contract is worth another $1.5 billion a year to the NFL. Last season, 46 of the 50 top TV shows were NFL games. 46 of the 50, wow. With Sunday Night Football the most watched prime time program for the sixth consecutive fall season. So those are some numbers. I just want to talk briefly about the biggest challenge that I think he faces in his second decade, and that's identifying and treating head trauma, not just for the current players, but also for retirees. Recall that the league recently reached a settlement with former players that's now worth about $1 billion. So he's done some positives here already, Goodell's administration. He's rules changes, institution of comprehensive return-to-play protocols for all players evaluated for concussions, hiring independent medical professionals, advocacy for youth concussion laws in all 50 states, and financial investments in research. But really, concerns about just how dangerous and health-affecting professional football is will continue to plague the league, which really has to find answers to these safety matters.
Okay. So it sounds like he's good for business, but potentially bad for the league.
Well, I think the numbers demonstrate that he's great for business.
Yeah.
He can only go so far to influence concussion protocols.
Do you think is that the biggest thing he's got to fight? I mean, if he goes another 10 years, is that the biggest thing he's got to fight, or what else is on his radar?
Zach, let's look at the numbers of youth football participants. right? And the surveys that show that parents are increasingly discouraging their kids from playing football, except in Texas where, football is religion.
Yeah.
You're seeing fewer kids get involved in football. And that tightens the pipeline, which ultimately makes less talented players coming to the NFL. Is the gravy train going to end? Probably not. But are there going to be fewer people on board? I'd say the numbers can certainly make a strong case for that.
Okay. Well, I hope he gets it figured out pretty quick.
Yeah, are you ready for some football?
Absolutely. Hey, Bruce, thanks very much for being on the episode with us. It's fantastic. We'll see a lot more of you.
All right, I look forward to it. Everybody have a great season.
Yeah.